Lauren Brooks. I am making this video because I was really inspired by a question that somebody asked, a prospect that is considering joining my company from Germany because, woo, Germany! Anyway, she was asking really about, it was kind of a multi-level question. It was about, the circumstances people come from, the circumstances that the different presenters come from, whether they come from super stable financial situations, they either have a stable job or they have a husband that has a stable job and money's good, or, the opposite, either single moms, single parents, don't have a husband with a job, don't have a job themselves, whatever. What is the experience? And she was kind of looking to hear different people's stories. And so as these stories are stacking up on this thread, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about it. And it keeps coming back down to one thing. There is one thing and only one thing that defines whether or not you are successful in this business. One thing, and that is you. It has nothing to do with your circumstances. It has nothing to do with your background. It has nothing to do with who you know, what you know how to do or don't know how to do. None of that matters, okay? You can let your circumstances define you, which most people do, and not just in network marketing, but in life in general. So many people choose to let the circumstances they're in or the circumstances they come from define who they are as a human being. They let so many things I don't know how to do that. And they let that define them. They just leave it at that instead of saying, I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to learn how to do that. I'm going to figure out how to do that because you know what? I can do anything I put my mind to. None of that matters. You can let your circumstances define you, but you will be holding yourself back. I don't care what you come from, okay? I don't care. So Amber Voigt, who is my great grand sponsor, my upline, she comes from nothing. She came from nothing. They lived in a trailer. They lived in like a needed to be condemned mold filled trailer. She has a high school education, not even a high school education. She's an 8th grade dropout. She has a GED. And now she makes bukus of money. But it took her a long time to get to where she was because you eventually have to learn that the only thing, the only factor, the only deciding factor in this business is you and what you are willing to do and what you are willing to put into it and what you tell yourself about whether or not you can do something. If you tell yourself that you can't do it, that you're not smart enough, that you don't know enough people, that you don't know how to work computers, that you don't know how to do this, I have all these problems, I have all these issues in my life, I come from all this bad, well then you already have your answer. You're not going to be successful. Sorry. Okay? But if you tell yourself a different story, if you tell yourself that none of that matters, that you are capable, that you are strong, that you are smart, that you have the ability to do whatever it is you have placed in front of you, and that you're willing to learn whatever you need to learn to make it happen, then you will overcome any obstacle. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you come from. What you tell yourself about yourself and your ability to be successful is the number one deciding factor in whether or not you are going to succeed in this business or not. Okay? Because your circumstances don't matter. Your education level doesn't matter. Your current financial situation doesn't matter. Nothing matters except for your own brain, your own mindset, and what you tell yourself about your ability. Okay? So, I'm just putting that out there. It's God's honest truth. I don't think there are truer words. And this isn't just for network marketing. I don't care what your job is. If you tell yourself that you can't do something because of where you come from, what lack or plentiful of whatever education you have, whatever amount of money you already have in your bank account, whatever other people have told you, whatever's happened to you in your past, if you tell yourself that you can't do something because of X, Y, Z, then you can't do it. You have to rise above. You have to rise above. You have to think about yourself. Tell yourself every day, even if you don't believe it right now, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you can do it, that you can do this, that that you are capable. Tell yourself that. What you're telling yourself matters. Circumstances don't matter. I don't care. I don't care where you come from. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much education you have. I don't care about any of that. In this business, best thing about network marketing, this business doesn't care about that. Some of the most successful people in this business do not come from money and do not come from a plethora of education. Okay, none of that matters in this business. That's the beauty of this business, is that it doesn't discriminate on anything. It doesn't discriminate. You are the only deciding factor. You. Okay, so like, let that sink in. Be empowered by that, because you are in control here, and your mindset and what you're willing to do and how much you're willing to learn and what you're telling yourself. You are the only factor. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what's happened in your past. I don't care about any of that. This business doesn't care about any of that. That's what I wanted to say. Okay.